Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming, and I'm gonna cash in on the fact that Gen Con happened. So I'm bringing you a couple deck profiles, starting with my Saturday deck. So Saturday was regionals. I believe Saturday and Sunday were both capped at over 200 players. Whatever the in-person cap was at Gen Con, I think it was 252. It might have been the 500 something. I think it was 252. Anyway, I wanted to play something I was comfortable with. I had a lot of back and forth, and I knew that on Sunday I would feel a little bit less pressure, or at least I hoped I would, because I would know how I did Saturday. So I wanted to be a little more grindy, a little more sweaty on Saturday, and then hit my cameras, and then play something that I was newly testing out on Sunday. My camera's being I think I got it aligned. I think that looks good. Perfect. Anyway, on Saturday I played Hunters. On Sunday I played Royal Knights. I did end up topping with both. Well, ambiguously on Saturday I came 18th. Wasn't sure if I got the invite or not. I knew that 17th was getting an invite passed down, but I wasn't sure if I, at 18th place, was going to get one passed down. So I did play again on Sunday, which was a best of one format. Saturday was best of three. Anyway, I'm really rambling. This was the deck I played in the best of three format. I'll go over my deck list, talk about my matchups, just talk about why I chose it in general and what some of my choices were for. And yeah, I think I played Hunters, y'all. I think Hunters is a very strong, very consistent deck. I think that it's not going anywhere in terms of power, especially in formats where Shine's so popular and it has tamers all the time that you could tuck under. Anyway, eggs. These are, no surprise, I played 4 Modimon. The only egg you really want to play in Hunters. On deletion, draw a card if you have save in your text, so you're always drawing a card. A lot of these ratios are going to be pretty standard for Hunters. I mean, honestly. You play 4 Psychmon, always. 4 Gumdramon, always. And then here's where it comes in a little contention. I played 4 of the Dracmon. I just wanted more rookies, because not only do you want to see a rookie to evolve in the back, but you do want to have material to put under your tamers. You do want to be able to digicross in for a 2-drop if you want to. And I am a pencil supremacist, guys. I played 3 of the Ikakimons. I think the pencil is really strong, especially in a format where it just lets you hit a lot of magic numbers, for lack of a better term. It doesn't have save itself, but you could still use it to tuck under your tamers. You can use it to digicross. You can use it to evolve as a rookie in the back when you know you're going into a level 4. Anyway, I ran 15 rookies. I did not want to prick on rookies ever, and I still did sometimes, so that's what it is. Back to the champs, the stuff you know you're running 4 of. 4 Arestrodramon. It is going to give you Rush. It's inheritable, lets you draw a card. 4 of the King Shoutmon. It's going to play you a tamer from your hand for free. These effects sound great. 4 of the Damimon. Never punished when you evolve into this, except you always are. It is risky to search the top 3 if you don't have a tamer in hand already, but when he needs to come in, he comes in clutch, and he does give blocker. But you're going to really see 4 and 4 of these all the time. I didn't run any Tuarimons. I just didn't feel like I really needed it, and I wanted to make room for 3 Clockmons. I almost want to go to 4, because the jamming is so important in this format. With Royal Knights and big security checks, you just want to survive. But I did go with the 3 Clockmons, more for the jamming than for the search, but the search does come up. While we're talking about obvious 4-ofs, we ran 4 Arestrodramon Superior Mode, and then I opted for 2 of the Omni Shoutmon. I wouldn't hate a 3rd. Again, with the jamming, doing the pressure for more security checks is really strong. Answering boards is pretty strong, but all of your level 5s let you answer boards. The risk is that they don't save themselves or anything under them, but, it is what it is. I ran a single Quartzmon, and every time I did resolve them, it felt good. Every time I didn't need them, I just put them under a tamer. You can always get it back with Psychmon if you need it. I would always run at least one. A lot of people run two. I understand why. It is kind of a bomb in security, but I felt like one of was enough, and I did see it when I needed to. For Tamers, I run 4 Taiki. Gotta have 4. 3 Tiguru. I felt like 3 was enough. Memory Tamer is really important. 2 of my least favorite boy, 2U. A lot of people run 3. I run 2. I didn't get hung up in amount of colors too often for things like Arrestor Dramon. And I went down to 2 of these because I did want to go up to 4 Watchmaker. I wanted to put that pressure on. I wanted more security checks. I wanted more search. Watchmaker gives you both. And I really love these ratios. Like I said, you could play around with a little bit of ratios. If you're not rookie crazy like me, you could drop 1 or 2 rookies to put in another tamer of your choice, another level 5, whatever you want. I did start the day 5-0, and I didn't drop a single game in those 5 matches. Just literally 2-0'd everyone for 5 rounds. In round 6, I did play the winner Neil. He was playing Blue Flare. We had a really good set of 3 matches. I believe he won game 1, I won game 2, or vice versa. And then in game 3, I did have multiple watchmakers set up. He had all 5 security left, 4 security left maybe. I think I had 3 watchmakers set up. Yeah, he had 4 because I did have 3 watchmakers set up. I evolved to Arrestor Dramon to pass turn at 2. And I remember considering the attack, but I had to pop his board. What I should have done is attack into one of his suspended Digimon, even though I was popping it. But I got greedy and I attacked into security, and it gave him the dual tamer, which let him Digicross from the trash, which let him stun my board, and it was a big mistake. It would have at least been a more contentious game had I just swung into his Digimon and let the attack fizzle, for a lack of a better term. But that was my oversight, so he deserved to win that game. I deserved to lose. It was a really good game. Really fun playing against you, Neil. I'm glad you won the event. You were a great player. And in round 6, I got steamrolled by Shine. Shine does do that thing sometimes. He got to burst mode turn 3 in game 1 and turn 4 in game 2, just clearing me 5-0 with the Wombo combos. That was also a game where I didn't open rookies after a mulligan, and then in the second game I didn't open level 4s. Didn't see any. But overall, the deck's really consistent, feels really powerful, has a lot of answers, honestly. And I think if I were to play in like an event where I really, really wanted to win, if I wanted to feel comfortable going into it, I didn't feel, wanted to feel like I had at least a 50-50 into every matchup, I would play this. The only deck that I feel it is like a very bad matchup into is Black War Greymon, which, be wary, it is popular still. But even that, you can kind of just navigate your way through and around. So my final score for Saturday was 5-2. I'm pretty proud of that score. Coming 18th, I was the highest ranked X2. There were a lot of draws for Saturday, so I will take it. I did end up, I think, getting my invite that day. I'm not sure. There were a couple people in top who may or may not have had their invite already, but the list hasn't been updated for the past 5 or 6 events. There was a gentleman in top whose name is pretty common, and I know that I recognize the name, but he didn't answer my DMs, so I had to run it back on Sunday and get sweaty again. But y'all know me, I didn't want to play the same thing, so I opted to play a different deck, which I will have a profile up at some point in the near future, if not right after this one, maybe later in the week. I don't know optically what's best for uploading videos. If you guys want back-to-back deck profiles or some gameplay in between, whatever. If you are looking for a consistent deck that has answers to a lot of the meta, this is a great deck. I built this originally just to test against it when it was brand new, and I haven't taken it apart since. It plays really fun. I'm a big fan of Crossheart from before. That's what I played at Nats. I like kind of alternate Digivolution lines, alternate kind of not quite tower decks, but kind of goofy, multicolor plays a little different type decks, and this is definitely one of them. And it has a lot of just cool little tricks you can do. If you put the time into learning the deck, you will be rewarded. Something that I tell a lot of players when they pick up this deck: don't fall for the trap of digi-crossing Shoutmon King version right away into like a memory tamer, or into something like you want the draw power, because you're going to go down to 2 cards in hand on turn 1, and that could just lead to disaster. I know I watched a couple people do it, and it just kind of led to a bad time. And that's what I was doing for a while when I started playing the deck. I just really didn't realize the power of hand advantage and how you have to kind of mitigate that when you're playing this. Anyway, enough rambling. That's my Hunter's list. Try it for yourselves. That's all. I love you guys. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.